We talked a lot about components in Angular. Now let's build one. And I will show you Angular's secret superpower, that is data binding. So here I am inside my Angular project. And now I will create one component with the help of Angular CLI. So for creating the component, here we have the command that is ng generate component and then the actual path where we want to have that component. So I want it inside the components folder. So components / and then actual name of your component. I am going to create here header component as this is a blog and it requires one header component. If I press enter, then here you can see in the terminal it has generated that component with the 4 files, and it includes our 3 major and important files, that is the style sheet file, HTML template and the TS file. So now here I can see inside the component we have one header folder and inside that we have our actual header components files. And now it is the time to take a look at data binding. So if I go here into the TS file, if I just write here a variable that is username, and as it is the TypeScript, so we have to define its data type as well. So string, and the username is going to be spexy coder. Alright, now we want to show that username on the UI. How we can do that? We will go inside the HTML file and here I will choose the H1 and inside the curly braces, I will write my variable name that is username. If I save this is done. Now inside our app component TS file, inside the imports array, I will import our header component, and then inside our app component HTML file, we will put that header component, or we can say render that header component inside our app's main component, that is app component. So how we can do that? We will use the selector of that component. How we identify the selector? If we go inside the header component TS file, here we have that selector that is app header. Let's copy that and then we will import it here. So in our app components HTML file, we will just use the selector and write this app header. So in this way, we are importing this app header into our app's main component. Let's serve our project. Serve means we are serving our project or running our project locally. So for that, we have the command that is ng serve. If we press enter, then it will build our project and start running locally. If we just check this URL localhost 4200, here we have our component. And here we can see spexy coder. Spexy coder we have written inside the header component. And then we are utilizing that header component inside our app's main component. And that's how we are able to see this spexy coder. So let me show you a visual overview how this is working. I hope you remember this canvas. So instead of this menu, let me recorrect it to header. Okay. So now we have created this component. And what's that outer component means? This one. I'm again highlighting it with the green color. This is our app component, right? So inside this, we have created the header component. And next we will create the account, sidebar, body, and everything that is required inside one blog application. So now we are importing this header components selector, that is app header, inside the app component. And that's how we are able to see this, the spexy coder that we have written inside the header component. I hope that it makes sense. So if you have really enjoyed this video, then it is a request that please share this video with your friends.